Paul Bacon first featured on Barcroft Cars with the futuristic Cosmotron, which he sold to Martin Smith.
If I could keep them all, obviously I would. These cars cost a lot of money to build, and if you don't sell the other one, you can't build the new one, so they have to go.
He's invited us to see his latest project, the Automatron. And though not yet finished, he's been working on the car for around a year.
This car has been the most expensive car I've ever built, and also it's been the most labour intensive up to now. I think that's mainly down to the bespoke nature of nearly every part is custom on this car. I wanted to go actually retro, but not just back to the 30s or to the 50s. I wanted to go right back to sort of the days of the horse-drawn carriage, to leaf springs and things like that, and then somehow incorporate that into the car, which admittedly doesn't look a lot like that at the moment, but once it has the body, that's when, that sort of inspiration should really come through. It started life as a 1924 Singer Sport, and through its life, there's been a few modifications made, but what we're trying to do is bring it back to looking and feeling more like it would have done originally. On the front here, these were a one-off wheel in the style of an old style race wheel with the skinny rubber from an Austin 7. We've also got the drilled suspension mount, racing moon tank, and then we've got Auden heads fitted to the V8 with the supercharger, and also we've got custom pedals, and this is the automatic shifter. We've got drive, neutral, reverse and park, and this is all controlled with the mechanism from a very old manual drill that was found at an allotment sale, strangely enough. So then, the seats on Automatron. These are custom laser cut sides to give you the feel of an aircraft seat, and then just for now, there's offcuts from my fencing. Once the car's done, this will be finished in slatted French polished oak, so probably not a lot more comfortable, but a little bit more stylish. This is the rear end of Automatron. We've got the biggest street legal tyres that you can have. Also, we've got the quick change rear axle, lever arm shock absorbers. Also, we've got the radiators and the cooling fans and the fuel tank. This is the switchgear of Automatron. It's a switchgear from a Lancaster Bomber. This would have turned on all the essential systems within the aeroplane, and in Automatron as well. This is the main thing that starts the car.
Today, Paul is taking his half-finished creation out for its very first drive on the road.
We did have a few technical issues. We had some debris in the fuel filter, a couple of starting issues. Nothing that I can see is a real problem, but when the car was driving, it was fantastic, and if anything, too much power, but that's never a bad thing.
With his first test complete, he can work towards finishing Automatron.
There's a few small bugs to iron out. After that, the bodywork will be built onto the car. That'll be smoothed out, and then the body will be removed from the car, and then the whole car will be stripped down into its component form, and each piece of the car will be plated or painted, and then the car will be reassembled. But that's a long time in the future, and that's a lot of work.
Thankfully, the amount of time Paul spends in his garage hasn't had an adverse effect on his relationship.
Building a car like this could really have an impact on your life, but you have to strike the balance between family and going out and leading a normal life. It's very easy to become obsessed with this sort of thing. I think I keep the balance pretty good.
Paul's hobby hasn't impacted on our lives in a negative way. If anything, it's made it better because we get to go out, meet lots of nice people, get to go to lovely places. So yeah, it's really good. I'm fully supportive.
That's how to lose control and nearly die.
Barcroft Cars will be back to see the finished results later in the year.